Imagine being without electricity for 6 months. This is what some residents and businesses in Soweto are facing after Eskom battles to restore power in the area. Malungelo Boy brings us more.
Over 70 homes in this section of Dube remain without electricity. Despite protests in June, hopes that the issue will be resolved are now fading. Locals say in August a contractor was in the area to install these on some of the electricity poles. Electricity meter boxes were also removed in most of the houses. And then the contractor left, but the transformer is still broken.
They did that cable location, and then after they said they're going to come and remove the meters from the houses and install the boxes. Then from there they're going to come back and install the meters back in the houses, the prepaid meters. But nothing has been done. So they took out these. They left us hanging. The wires are hanging on the poles. The boxes are not finished on the poles.
The transformer
is not fixed. They say they don't have the material. Eskom gave them a short material. They're waiting for Eskom. When they speak to Eskom, Eskom says they're waiting for a third party because they're not ordering the parts from them. So we're waiting.
She says this has impacted their lives in a negative way.
I'm very furious because now with the economy, we are unemployed. I was doing business by baking. I'm not baking. My husband has been retrenched. So what do we need to do? People are not working here. We've got businesses here.
This primary school has also been forced to rely on a generator. The school governing body says this is costly.
What we do now in terms of an expenditure, we buy 25 litre of petrol. This 25 litre, it costs us about 600 rand.
Just 125 litre.
125 litre, I need to be precise on that one. It simply means every month we spend about 8,000 rand that was not budgeted for. It cannot be correct. Now let me tell you the saddest and the funny thing, that the school currently is paying for electricity, but there's no electricity. So we are being billed, how we don't know. So there's a lot of mess in the Eskom, poor administration, we don't know what is happening, there's no direction.
Local businesses like the famous restaurant Wandi's Place say they have been running at a loss and jobs are being affected by the failure to fix the transformer.
They are not here for almost 11 months. All my staff is not here. And some of them, they even went back to their homes in KwaZulu-Natal, and some they've gone back to other places of their homes and so on. And it's so sad that I can't even have a person who can work even a day, because what are we working for? Today, which means I've got 20 people out of work.
I mean, Eskom is saying that there's a problem with the supply of mini substations, so that's why they have not sorted you guys out.
That's lies. That's lies. They just told themselves that they are going to punish us. That's lies.
Eskom insists the shortage in the supply of mini substations has led to delays in replacing critical equipment across Gauteng. For Newzroom Afrika on Channel 405, I'm Malungelo Boy in Soweto.
Continuing with Eskom's woes, the small village of Mututlung in the embattled Madibeng municipality is also left in the dark. This time, the power giant is citing illegal connections, resulting in consumers not paying for electricity for the outages. Bafedile Moerane filed this report.
A dire state of affairs. For 2 weeks now, this community has been left in the dark. Eskom cites poor buying, bridging and illegal connections as the reasons to disconnect power here. This has left members of the community stranded and furious.
What is poor buying? What is poor buying? You have to order 300 rand. Fine, I have no problem. I have 300 rand. But I never before. For you guys, how enough? 300 rand. All of a sudden, the boxes are poor buying. And how would you poor buying? I don't explain how poor buying. But I feel like
ke final one. Nei singe ke reke ma bana 300 I think I know the lampana Kimukekulon Gaira do Zobia. Janumutakasaka, nine batteries, Dengisaka Baiseti. Kirile na fine kiai, ki fine long.
Grace Mulekwa is diabetic and her insulin injections have to be placed in a refrigerator. The 57-year-old has been without medication for 2 weeks.
Medication waka ke tshwanela ke gore go be mogatse and then nka se be di injection tsa ka mogatse for nako e telele ka gore ke khale se re tsamaela dibeke tse pedi re sena motlakase ba tsere transform ka mo ke na le ngwana e leng gore ga itekanela mo mmeleng ngwana o lena o na le asthma ke tshwanetse ke dirise Pramastop parafini yanga e mothiba lo feta.
Although this village of Muthutlung falls under the troubled Madibeng local municipality, their electricity supply comes from the city of Tshwane. However, in a statement, Eskom indicates that it will only reconnect power to homes of residents who will pay the 6,000 rand reconnection fee by Sunday. Residents here are threatening to disrupt the voter registration processes set for this weekend until the electricity supply is reconnected. For Newzroom Afrika on Channel 405, I am Bafedile Moerani in Muthutlung, near Brits.
South Africans and politicians alike are preparing themselves for the upcoming local government elections. The IEC on Thursday briefed the media on its readiness. Let's take a look.
A total of 23,151 registration stations will be in operation from 8 a.m. until 5 p.m. on both Saturday and Sunday. A registration weekend takes the registration service into communities where eligible voters reside. Therefore, the essence of the exercise is to create a platform for citizens to exercise their right to vote. Without enlisting on the voters' roll, taking part in the forthcoming elections is impossible. We have taken note and welcome the decision by the Department of Home Affairs to open their offices over the weekend. This will facilitate the collection of identity documents as well as the acquisition of the temporary identification certificates which can be used for the registration process. The safety of voters and staff is a key priority of the Commission, including over this weekend as well as other subsequent electoral events. The following registration protocols will apply at the registration stations during this weekend. Face mask and cloth covering of the nose and mouth is prescribed. Social distancing with a minimum of 1.5 meters and sanitizing hands upon entry into the registration station. All registration staff and stations have been provided with the following items for use as a precautionary measure to obviate possible COVID-19 transmissions. Disposable face masks, disposable cardboard bins, sanitizer wipes, hand sanitizers, disinfectant fogger sprays, and social distancing markers. The Commission has noted with gratitude the decision of the Minister of Basic Education, Ms. Angie Motshekga, to adjust the National Senior Certificate Examination timetable in order to accommodate the elections on the 1st of November 2021. This gesture from the Minister will enable the young voters who are writing these examinations to participate in the elections. The Commission has also written to the Minister of Home Affairs, Dr. Aaron Motsoaledi, requesting that he facilitates a request to the President asking for Election Day to be declared a public holiday. This intervention is aimed at affording all voters an equal footing to participate in the elections without being encumbered by business and employment considerations on the day of voting. Participation in the local government election is important as municipal councils play a crucial role in providing services that directly affect people on a daily basis. Electoral participation, which is impossible without registration, provides an opportunity to shape the local affairs of communities. Local government will be strengthened by participation of sectors of our society, especially the youth, persons living with disabilities. We therefore call on every eligible voter to register over the weekend, and for those who have moved or changed address, to use this unique opportunity to amend their registration details.
Do you need to be vaccinated to register to vote in person?
No, vaccination is not linked to your right to vote. We are implementing non-pharmaceutical interventions at the voting stations as outlined in the statement. It is not mandatory for you to be vaccinated in order to register to vote. We hope that there will be some general understanding created. On our part, we will be providing our staff who do home visits with the necessary personal protection equipment. Some of them may look like people who are going into theater, but that is necessary to ensure that people have the confidence that we're not coming to leave any virus in people's homes. But those people who are infirm, perhaps pregnant and so on, who are not able to leave their homes must still be serviced. And we hope that they'll allow us to service them by getting into their homes for a short period to be able to offer them a voting opportunity.
What security measures are in place in areas across the country where some political party members have indicated that they will not vote due to challenges relating to the candidate nomination process to avoid in-person registration being disrupted?
Well, we've been working with the net joints. We also had a priority committee meeting this morning where possible hotspots have been identified. They've been handed over to the South African Police Service, who will provide the necessary security for people. Parties would have until the 31st of October to campaign. As we know, there's no large-scale gatherings which are permitted on election day, so they'll have until the 31st to do any campaigns that they wish to do.
Still to come in this episode, it's been quite a busy week for the country's political parties as elections draw nearer. Stay with us.